Trade alert. We got a trade alert. No, it's not this. As we keep scrolling up, we will get into the trade, but we're going to start with this right here. So we got free agent center Marvin Bagley has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Nuggets, a critical front court addition for the Nuggets. All right. Bagley and his agents worked through a handful of offers in free agency and landed on a strong opportunity for a West contender in the next career stage of the former #2 overall pick. What is this? Joining SC Knight for more details on the Celtics 76ers blockbuster Jaylen Brown. I think we covered this in the last video. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm about to fix my mic real quick. Hold on. Here it is right here. So this is the trade right here. So just then, this was 5 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now seeing this. But just then, free agent guard Anfernee Simons has agreed to a 2-year, $12.3 million deal with the 76ers with a player option in the second season. Simons choose the 76ers over other suitors, believing his fit is perfect with the revamped 76ers roster. All right. Reporting for NBA Today on Jaylen Brown, post 76ers trade and a major Philadelphia signing as the roster. Let's check this out. We're going to check this out real quick.
Jaylen Brown has been disappointed and disrespected over the way the Celtics have handled this whole trade situation, particularly because he never formally requested a trade, but now he has to move on. And that preparation for the Sixers and the next phase of his career has begun. I'm told he has already spoken to the team's cornerstone guards, Tyrese Maxey and BJ Edgecombe. They had great early conversations here in the first 24 hours of this trade. But once the Celtics missed out on Giannis Antetokounmpo for the 4th straight year, Jaylen Brown dangled in trade conversations. My understanding was Jaylen Brown felt disrespected, and really the only way to recoup that relationship at that point was to give Jaylen Brown that 2-year, $145 million extension in July. But all the indications now are that the Celtics were not going to offer that. So then it became about seeing what can you get on the trade market. The Celtics set a very high bar. They asked teams for 4, 5 first-round picks, but that price just was not met in the marketplace. And as time went on, as they aggressively shopped him among 8 to 10 different teams, the valuation plummeted for Jaylen Brown across the NBA. And when I talk to teams today, they've wondered, why didn't the Celtics prolong this later into July, later into the offseason? What made them pull the trigger now? And my understanding in Boston as well is they felt this was the best it was going to get for Jaylen Brown.
Just to clarify one point, I just want to make sure that the disrespect stemmed solely from him being put up in the Giannis trade?
In trades in general, right? In cumulative effect of what's occurred over the last 4 years. Go back to 2022. Jaylen Brown was offered for Kevin Durant. And then even last summer, the Celtics listened, took calls on Jaylen Brown. They were open to moving him. The necessary offers obviously weren't put into form, so they decided to keep him. They moved Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday instead. But then this summer is when the Celtics became serious about moving Jaylen Brown. They made the assessment internally that they were not going to move forward with both Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown as the Supermax duo to lead this team to a championship. They didn't believe in that duo anymore as a title fit. And listen, Hannah, the Celtics did get calls on Jason Tatum the last 2 weeks. Those calls were completely shut down. For Jaylen Brown, they were wide open for business.
Very interesting. Also, by the way, you broke some news before the show about Philly. They weren't done after that. So can you give us the details there?
Hannah, the 76ers added some more firepower today. They've reached agreement with guard Anfernee Simons on a 2-year, $12.3 million deal. And you think about what Simon's going to give this team offensively. They are last season a bottom 3 offensive bench unit, and Simon's ranked among the top 6 in three-pointers made coming off the bench last season. Think about Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown. We know how much they love to drive. Well, now you have that knockdown shooter. And I'm told the Sixers are also trying to make a pitch to LeBron James, along with the Warriors, the Cavaliers, and the Heat. So include the Sixers and maybe 1 or 2 other teams in due time in that mix. But the Sixers get Anfernee Simons, and they're obviously trying to continue to add to this team.
And
Well, that's it for that. What team y'all think LeBron going to? Out of the teams that he just named, Warriors, Cavs, Heat, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Free agent forward Kyle Anderson has agreed to a 1-year, $3.9 million deal with the Raptors. Anderson enters his 13th. What the? I wasn't even done reading. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So like I was saying, before I was interrupted by the screen changing, Anderson enters his 13th NBA season, providing depth to the Raptors roster and reunites with former San Antonio teammate Kawhi Leonard. Free agent guard Tyus Jones has agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the Nuggets. Jones played a reserve role after joining Denver on the buyout market last season and enters his 12th NBA season as his agent. Yeah, that's his name, and yeah. We're gonna scroll up. We got Pat Spencer. He has agreed to a 2-way NBA contract with the Suns. Wow, so Pat Spencer is going to Phoenix. Spencer's role grew across 3 seasons in Golden State, where he averaged 7.2 points and 18.6 minutes last season. Well, looks like Spencer is going to Phoenix. Billy Donovan has agreed to become the lead assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs and head coach Mitch Johnson. After 11 seasons as a head coach in Chicago and OKC, Donovan accepts the position with the Western Conference champions. All right, y'all, so we're going to head over to Chris Smooth, like always, and I'll see y'all there. All right, y'all, we got Anfernee Simons signs with 76ers. Jaylen Brown excuses from Celtics.
Give that guy a map.
Amen.
Purchase now available.
We gonna see who get traded next, bro. Just stay tuned. And like I said, we gonna find out. So I'll see y'all in the next one.